So like I wanted to film this during the day where there was a natural light, but it rained all day. It was super shitty out, so here we are. So my name is Nina. Most people know me by Nina Rivera. I took on my father's last name as my last name just because I was born given my mother's last name, but I resonate more with my father's as the name Rivera translates to people of the river. I am a Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, Cancer rising, and so I am very attached to water. Resonate very deeply with like metaphors of water and how water moves and touches and affects things. That shit speaks to me. So I'm from New York originally, but I grew up in the South. I grew up in Florida, okay? Shout out to the 305, shout out to the 386. The music in the South, like the music coming from Miami, coming from Atlanta, coming from literally every southern city across the states in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Fire. Can't nobody tell me different. The South has something to say. I've been living in DC the last 5 years. From the end of 2014 or middle of 2014, I had moved to Maryland and was living up there till just recently.
Shout out to coronavirus 2020, coronavirus 2020.
I felt like I needed to move back home. Home meaning back to the South, back to Florida where my family is mostly, to help out. My grandmother is currently dealing with dementia. She loses moments in real time. It's pretty crazy actually. Like if you know anybody who's dealt with dementia or have witnessed it firsthand, it can be really jarring and just cause a series of existential questions and anxieties. Like it's really interesting to contribute to caretaking somebody dealing with that. My mother is from Guyana, South America. My father is from Puerto Rico. My father fought in the Vietnam War. He was drafted. My mom escaped basically civil war in Guyana. Just in the last few years, I learned about her experiencing witnessing anyway, some crazy war crimes. And both of my parents had been subject to Reaganomics. And that's how you have it, folks. Yeah, like both of my parents dealt with addiction, yet were highly creative people. And I feel like my goal, path, way is to channel my creativity, you know? Self-expression, focusing on service, focusing on career, focusing on giving back is a lot of my fulfillment. And so we're starting here. Now I'm in between. People are always like, you should have a podcast. Do you have a podcast? Like, do you have a YouTube? Like, people are always asking me, and I'm like, no. Why don't I? And so here we are. Well, I feel very thankful that I'm still alive. I feel very thankful that my grandparents are still here. My mom is still here, despite my dad being gone. He passed in 2001. And I am just trying to survive. Just trying to thrive. Ay. This is the fit. Hello, fit. We're keeping it cozy today. Oh, sorry, Mike. Mike said, what up? Mike said, what up? Yeah, this is the fit. Cheeks are out. The cheeks are out. I felt very cute and homey and cozy today. I have found renewed inspiration and a will to write and to listen to myself. And like, I don't think I've written in my journal or diary regularly since like 2000. Like literally, it's been a long ass time. My grandmother used to actually like read my diary and like beat my ass. That used to be a whole thing. So, and this was after my dad died. I was a very angry, angsty teenager or pre-teenager because he passed when I was like 9. So, yeah, I'm like refining my voice and writing again. This is why I put out music. And this is why I will continue to write music and poetry and screenplays and everything that I can possibly write to tell my story, because I think it's unique and I think it's valuable, and I'm blessed with a lot of insight. People are always like, you're so wise, and I'll be like, what? I'd be divining things in real time though, that I'd be like, oh shit, what did I say? Fuck, run that back. Like, it'll just be in the ether and be in the atmosphere after I say it, and sometimes I'll forget. I'm also a life path 11, and so hella connected to the source, and that's just what I'm trying to embrace and embody and, you know, be proud of and do something with. So I don't know, I guess that's like a mini introduction to me. But thanks for listening. If you did, I appreciate you.